Okay, so there are several components you're going to have to remove here to get this thing going. Obviously, you got to take the breather off and all the related stuff there. The next thing you need to remove is you're going to need to remove the air pump, which I have taken off, and you need to loosen off and move the power steering reservoir there. And you also need to remove the idler pulley and the bracket, and you need to remove the AC compressor. Then you can get to the water pump. So I'll come around here and show you what I've taken off so far. And when I put it back together, I'll try to get a more detailed video on how each thing goes together. But there's your air pump. There's your pollution control. You have to take that off. And there are your pulleys, and of course your damper and pulley. And there's the water pump and the idler pulley and bracket and the timing chain cover. Now the biggest problem you're going to have with this is the driver's side lower bolt on the water pump kind of snugs up behind the power steering pulley, and I wasn't able to get that off. So what I had to do was just weld this nut on a socket, and you can save yourself a lot of grief if you do that. I didn't have the tool to take the pulley off, welded this nut on there and just used my ratchet wrench and was able to pull that bolt out no problem at all. And then the other bad one is this goes together with the idler pulley bracket, and there's a big long bolt right here, and it backs out between the intake and the valve cover. So what you have to do is loosen the valve cover off, pull it down a bit, and then you got to fight with that damn bolt to get it to back out, and eventually you can pull it forward enough. But the genius engineers also routed the fuel lines through the idler pulley bracket, so you can only pull it so far, and you got to kind of reef on these a little bit, and then you can get that bolt out. So I'd also recommend that anything you do when you're going to all this trouble, if it looks remotely worn, replace it. You don't want to have to do this twice, believe me. This is a big pain in the butt. So that's it for now. And when I start putting everything back together, I will try and do a more detailed video on how I do that and get you up to speed. Bye.